So, today let's see how to give up on envy. Envy is an overwhelming desire to possess what others have. Envy takes many forms. We become envious of others for their possessions, accomplishments, social standing, material possessions. Envy causes us to despise rather than to rejoice in the good fortune of others. Actually, nothing good comes from envy. Envy leads only to sorrow. It leaves us with an empty feeling and a hole in our heart. In many cases, it will even lead to greater misfortune. This was the case with King Saul in the ancient history. So, after David being defeated by Goliath, we read how Saul grew envious of David. Envy causes us to lose sight of the real enemy. We let our guard down and we are left vulnerable to the enemy. Envy makes us blind to the goodness of God in our life because we are fully consumed. We are consumed and filled with what we don't have. It was out of envy that Jesus was handed over to the Romans to be crucified. So the religious leaders were all envious of how the people were following Jesus. They saw Jesus as a threat to their power and prestige, and they would not rest until they had Jesus crucified or dead. Because of envy, they missed out what God was doing, rather than partnering with God on his mission. Envy left them fighting against God. It was not a winning proposition at all. Jesus was not one to envy, but one to embrace. The point is not to let envy blind you to the blessings God is pouring into your life. The point is not to let envy blind you to the blessings God is pouring into your life. Who are you going to become envious of when God is calling you to embrace rather than despise? God has placed a calling on your life. You have everything and everything more than you imagine or more than you realize. Many times, God provides us through other people. They will be blessed in ways that you are not. At the same time, you will be blessed in ways that they are not. Live with a zeal for the mission of God. He'll bring gifted people into your life to accomplish more than you ever imagined possible. So, how are you going to give up on envy? Overcoming envy involves being grateful for what God gives us. You have been blessed in ways that others are not. Make a list of special blessings God has put into your life. Do you have a personal life vision or calling that God has placed upon you? If not, take some time today and write it out. Victory over being envious starts with having a clear life purpose and knowing what God gives you to accomplish it.